Industry Insider coming to you from Bigsound 2013. Joining me, Vello Virkhaus. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Had a great time here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was the keynote this morning with Matt Shea?
It was wonderful. We had a good time, and I got some great feedback, and I think people really enjoyed the presentation, so it was good to have a rewarding experience. We're flying across the world.
Yeah.
And delivering and showing some of the current works and whatnot, so it was a good time.
So what was the extent of, what did Matt go through?
Well, we talked about, my background and a little bit of family history and where, I went to school and what some of my influences and inspirations were, and kind of what some of the things that, we've been working on and how those are, what direction it's going in and what drives me. And so it was a bit of personal, a bit of business, a bit of what I like and whatnot mixed into it. So give people a little bit of behind the scenes information.
Did they throw to the audience in the Q&A? Did you get any questions from the public? Anything interesting? What was the...
Well, the one thing that was funny is a gentleman asked me, he said, this stage you made, it's you don't even need the artist there anymore. Why do they even go? Because, and I kind of didn't know what to. It wasn't really a question as much of it was kind of a statement.
Yeah.
And so I just made a joke. Well, they've been thinking about making cardboard cutouts and just putting them in the booth with a light behind them that just blinks, and then they could save on touring costs, and we can build another set and send that to Europe.
right. Yeah.
With some more cardboard cutouts, and it'll be awesome.
Yeah. Now, tell us a little bit more about how you got into the business, where you started.
Right.
It's an interesting field.
It really is.
It's
a weird field because you're in between music art and video art, and you're kind of in a limbo between the two worlds. And I think I got into it by being interested in light shows or by being interested in live video performance. So from a combination of seeing early rock acts with really cool visual shows like Pink Floyd and whatnot, and also by being into electronic music and having that experimental process of creative freedom, which was something I talked about, which was a big inspiration for me. So by the two fields and just getting into doing my own live visuals just kind of led into the music entertainment business.
Yeah.
Because I was in commercials. So when I graduated from school, I was doing mostly commercial design.
Yeah.
At least that was how I paid off my student loans, was doing title design and commercial 3D animation. And then that led into where I am now, But so being more of an entrepreneur and starting my own business.
So this is where V Squared Labs comes into play in your career?
Yeah.
How was that put together?
I've put it together myself over the years, just slowly growing the company. I have some new partners and new people involved now that it's going really well. And we've got a much larger team now than we did even 2 years ago in a new office. So I think it's going better and better every year.
You'd be picking up new projects all the time, I would imagine. Have you got any new exciting ones that are on the table?
The most exciting thing is we're finishing this X nightclub in North Carolina. And we're really, really excited about that because it's the first permanent architectural installation we've done.
When you say permanent architectural installation, what do you mean?
It's a full sculptural form.
Yeah.
That looks between. It's triangular shapes and kind of pipe organ-like tubes that line the entire wall, longer from here to the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
Framed inside with a DJ booth and that's built into the nightclub itself.
Wow. Okay.
And then there's two projectors that cover the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's got real-time 3D mapping. It's a real-time visual system. It's audio reactive, and we have some really stunning content we produced for it as well.
Yeah.
And it lives there permanently.
So with the permanent build, how do you allow room for the evolution of the building itself? Like if you want to change something down the track, if it's a permanent build, does that make it harder, or do you allow yourself room to expand?
It's a good question. I mean, I think when they're expanding architecturally inside the club, they've remodeled with this in mind. So this is kind of a centerpiece back wall. So you could either deconstruct that and add other features in, or augment it with more lighting or interior fixtures. They have plenty of room in the overhead if they wanted to put in more denser stuff or whatnot, but I think they've already have a really good balance.
Yeah.
And they're looking at this as kind of a signature club, and then building more and opening one in Dallas, and expanding on the idea, which is great because we really enjoyed the process. And it's great that it's not just a temporary thing.
Yeah.
It's going to have a home forever, because all the touring mapping shows and beautiful pieces that we've projected on all, end up getting shoved into a storage locker and disappear. And they don't have a home. You can't send someone to see the physical thing. You go, oh, you can watch the video, but this is there. So, if you're going to North Carolina, you're going to Charlotte, go check it out.
Yeah.
Go hang out. It's a fun spot, and it'll be there, and the system can just get added onto over time, which is also a cool thing.
So, is this your first time to Australia?
It is.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. So you haven't really seen too much as far as
I haven't seen
architecture or anything like that?
No, but I know, obviously love the Sydney Opera House, and Brisbane has been interesting to just walk around. The weather's great.
Anything caught your eye?
What's that?
Has anything caught your eye while in the short time you've been walking around?
Well, downtown from the river view the skyline's pretty spectacular. It reminds me something of Miami or Seattle.
Yeah.
And I like the purple architectural lighting that's going on. There's some pretty cool buildings. Like there was a building that had it was white with a red stripe going up the middle, kind of a cubic design. With a red, I've seen some interesting buildings. I don't know who designed it, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Some cool architecture in the buildings.
Now, are you here for the full week, or are you going to head home in the
13th.
Okay, so you're pretty much here the full week.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to try and catch while you're here, panel and artist-wise?
Well, I got to get caught up on that. I've been on the phone all morning. I'm seeing some showcase thing tonight that I got invited to. I got to dig in my inbox. It's this I think she's from Africa. What's her name? Adalita? Anyway, seeing a show tonight, and yesterday I enjoyed the Nick Cave thing yesterday. That was pretty cool.
Didn't get to see that, but
it was fun.
I'm sure they'll.
He's a cool guy.
The footage will be up on.
It was fun to hear him talk about collaboration and what his kind of take on that was and whatnot. It was pretty good.
Well, yeah, Nick's not quite he's not very commercial. He never really has been as far as in his career is concerned. So it was something I really wanted to see, because I was really interested in finding out what he would say.
Yeah. He was.
That would have been could have been volatile, could not have been. He just, he said he's very, very honest and says what he wants, and he's made a successful career out of doing what he wants. So.
Which is pretty lucky, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
For him to be able to do. And he was cool. His collaboration thing was neat, because I kind of feel the same way. It's like dating. You're really close, and then it's over, and it's like, it's over.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Like, done. Finished with it.
Fair enough. So, any other bands? Have you heard anything, or are you just going to go down and check it out?
I really need to check it out.
Have you got your phone here? Can you use your phone?
Yeah.
Use the Bigsound application. It's
got
everything on there.
Because the book is literally, there's so many bands. I don't know where to.
Yeah.
I'm not an A&R. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm looking at all these people like, who?
Look, there's some great show. Actually, go and see Stonefield down at the zoo if you get the chance tonight.
Yeah.
They're great. 4 sisters from Melbourne.
Oh, cool.
And they've got a new record coming out. If you're gonna, there's a tip for you. Anyway, you'll get plenty of them today if you start walking around and asking people.
Yeah, there's a hot tip.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Well, Vello, thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
We'll put the V Squared Labs website address up there on the screen, and it's been an absolute pleasure. Hopefully we can bump into each other for a beer over the next few days.
That'd be fun.
Thanks, Vello.
Okay.
Cheers, mate. Vello Virkhaus here from Bigsound 2013 for Industry Insider.